Hi there, I'm Jay Angel for The Fishing Show. One of my favorite fish to fish for is a smallmouth bass. And by far, my favorite method of fishing for smallmouth bass is a tube jig. Now, I'm going to explain to you exactly what I mean by a tube jig and how to use one correctly. Now, this is what I mean by a tube jig. Simply just a piece of plastic, some strands on the end of it. You can see how those things wiggle around in the water. Now, the correct way to use a tube jig is by using a darter head jig. This is what I mean by that. You can see how it has a long shank on it, and it's slender. What you do is you take it, you kind of wiggle the strands around, and simply stick the darter head into the tube, push it down to the end, so it's in, and you can see how the hook comes out there. That's how you want it. And then push the eye through. You tie on right there, and look at that. There are very few smallmouth bass that will be able to resist that. If you look at that, the green pumpkin color looks a lot like a crawfish. A crawfish is the natural food of the smallmouth bass. Now, there are endless different varieties and endless companies that make tube jigs nowadays. As you can see, this is heavily salted, but also it's heavily scented. The scent is a garlic-like smell, and in cold water, the garlic-like smell attracts smallmouth bass. Now, they'll bite something that's heavily scented like this, whereas a lot of times they won't bite something that's not scented. Now, this has just been Jay Angel with your tackle tip.